So good evening sa lahat. I want to greet each and every one of you a Happy New Year. I hope you are doing well and fine this new year. And for sure, most of us are reflecting and contemplating on our past, on the things that we've struggled upon or mga challenges that we encountered last year. And this year, most probably almost most of us are thinking, what are the things in store for us this year? Ano yung mga plans natin, ang mga goals. We set another list of our goals and plans in our life. So, since yesterday, January 1, I was so determined to reorganize everything. So, starting from household, yan. So, since yesterday, ang dami-dami ko nang inayos. I fixed the house, kung naman yung mga dapat kong i-reorganize. And prepare myself. Hindi lang sa house, kundi pati sa school. I set my mind on the objectives that I want to accomplish this year. May mga short-term goals and long-term goals. Yan. So, that was yesterday when I arranged the whole household because today we had class. So, it is the resumption of our classes today. So, while I'm organizing once again some of my stuff, I come across sa isang box na talaga I really consider very valuable for me or priceless because I've kept this for a very, very long time. When I say very long time, since elementary. Yan. Ganyan ako ka-sentimental na tao. So, I've kept a lot of stuff, especially yung mga letters, yan, yung mga love letters from my family, from my friends, from my suitors, ganyan. So, ang dami kong naitago na hanggang ngayon, I keep on wondering bakit talaga nakatago pa rin. Bakit hindi ko sila maitapon-tapon? O siguro talagang sentimental lang talaga akong tao. I really appreciate kung ano yung mga letters that I've received before. So, noong una, syempre hindi pa uso yung mga text-text, di ba? Wala pang cellphone. So, puro letter, snail mail. And then, kahit magkasama lang kayo sa isang community or isang barangay, or magkasama sa school, kahit magkatabi na nga lang, sulatan pa rin. Letter pa rin, letter. So, when I rummaged through my stuff, nung nakita ko na naman siya kanina ulit, yun, ay nanumbalik na naman. Siyempre, nag-throwback na naman ako kasi nakita ko na naman yung mga letters from old dear friends of mine. From elementary, mostly pala, high school and college. Yan. And syempre, mangilan-ngilan sa mga naligaw sa akin. And then for my family, yan. But the thing that surprised me most is ilang beses ko na siyang binrouse once a year or twice siguro, no? And the same letters lang din yung nakikita ko. But then kanina, when I tried to look at them again, one by one, wala lang, feel ko lang kasi mag-throwback. Naalala ko lang, ano? So, I was so surprised. Parang I was touched and surprised kasi hindi ko na ma-recall or siguro sa sobrang dami lang talaga ng letters or talagang hindi ko lang siya basa-basa nababasa is when I come across this letter that comes from that came from my father. Yan. So, nashock ako kasi hindi ko na-expect na only 42 years old, he died from aneurysm. And marami ng tao, for sure, many of you who knows me, knows my story, knows my past, ang past ng family namin, everything that I've gone through, hindi ko na kailangan pa i-elaborate or anything, but you know that I've been through a lot, lalong-lalo na sa past ko, during my childhood days. Okay? So, yun na nga, I came across this letter, and I was so surprised because parang, wow, parang, it's overwhelming to see one of the letters na meron pala nito na galing pala sa father ko. Just to let you know, just to inform you that my father was once a writer, magaling siya magsulat. I mean, since I was young, lagi niyang pinababasa sa akin yung mga poems niya, mga stories niya na hindi ko naman naiintindihan sa sobrang lalim. Super deep. Pero I know that he's a very, very good writer. A very talented one, a skilled writer. Yeah. A poet. So, this letter, actually, kanina I tried to read it, but then I will read it again kasi alam ko talaga na magiging emotional ako. I don't know why, but that's how I feel right now. I don't know, siguro dahil nga sa tinagal-tagal, ngayon ko lang ulit ito mababasa, or I really forgot the content. Kasi nag-iisa lang naman tong letter na ito. So, this letter is dated April 17, 1996. So, this is from, I will read the letter, and I hope I won't get too emotional. So, I'm going to read this letter and share it with you. Kasi, wala lang, I really feel emotional about this letter since, for so many years, this is the only time na, na-recall ko na may letter pa talaga sa akin ng father ko. Ngayon lang talaga. So, this letter is dated April 17, 1996. Written in Pasay City, Metro Manila. So, most definitely nandito kami ng brother ko. Nagbabakasyon kami. And the only means of communication is, if not by telephone, na long distance, which is very costly that time, is, syempre, letter, snail mail. So allow me to read the letter to you and share with you the letter of my father. My ever dearest Isabel, your mommy and I received your letter through Emily. Just as you've said in your letter and promised to, we expect you to become one. We are so happy of you. You are there to spend a vacation from schoolworks and to study and learn the basic household chores and not to do advanced studies or research works for the coming school year. You are there to learn from your lolas and help them at home about things you would also learn for yourself. You are not there to go to the library and to see books or read about in them. Your encyclopedias and books here at home are but enough. You must learn how to cook, identify edible vegetables. How are they grown and harvested and prepared too for the meal? You must learn how to wash your clothes, mending, or the stitches, the ironing, and the like. You must learn how to tend the garden, knowing the flowering plants and fruit trees, their names, colors, and scents. You must learn a lot of things that you may not have here around. Your lolas, I believe, are but willing to have you learn more of these things. There is that one special plant your Lola Nene had been culturing with, the begonia. Its flower is very unique and so fragile, so feminine. Ask your Lola Nene how it is being grown and cared for. That's how I love your mommy. Look at those crotons and the orchids and the gomomelas with two colored flowers. They're rare, just like you are in Gabo and your mommy. Better still, concentrate on your coming womanhood and be supportive to Gabo. Love and show your love to your lolas and your kins. Don't forget to pray to our Lord for the common good and health for every one of us. Best regards and kisses from mommy and hugs from Otonilo. That's our dog. Love, Daddy. Grabe. As if I'm just reading this for the very first time. And I didn't realize na ito yung content niya. I don't know what happened that time. Maybe I just read this letter. But it doesn't mean that I took it for granted. I know I think I remembered reading this letter and somehow trying also to do what he wants me to do, but I can recall less of the experiences I had kasi most of the time I spent here is just, stroll with my friends. Yan, writing letters. And then yun, syempre, I help my lolas. Pero there are many things in this letter that I've never tried doing yet. And I guess it is not accident that I read this letter this very moment tonight as I try to recall and reflect on my life, on what I want to do, what I want to become. I have been praying to God to reveal to me His purpose, especially for this year. What are the things that I must accomplish for His glory? So this is just very overwhelming for me right now because ang dami ko pang hindi pala nagagawa sa gusto niya mangyari sa akin since 1996.